I've been boxing as Jesus for 5 years. I joined a team in high school and sort of kept up after graduation. I like to stay in shape. Well, I can't bartend anymore because the hair and beard. Can only hear that water into wine joke so many times. Part-time, waiting tables. When I'm not doing that, I volunteer a lot. Homeless shelters, soup kitchens, places like that, yeah. I was working out at my regular gym, and one day, a woman approached me and offered to pay me $500 to grow my hair and beard out. Money was tight at the time, so I told her I would have dyed it purple if you want me to. But yeah, that's how I met Jerry.
I used to be an amateur fighter some decades ago. So a lot of people still know me from that time. So there's one guy asked me to help him promote some fights. So I started out as an assistant promoter. And then from that I was like, well, if I learn how to run my own underground fights, it'll help me get ready to see what it'd be like to have a sanctioned bout. So I started running them in my basement. After 9/11, a lot of people were very angry. And they brought that anger with them to the fights. So I decided to dress the fighter up as Osama bin Laden. And so people would direct their anger at this guy who looks like Osama bin Laden, right? So like the boxers want to just knock him out because of everything he represented. So I also dressed up a fighter as Hitler. A lot of people had a lot of anger towards him too, of course, right? And once Manny got involved, things just took off.
The beginning was a little weird. I was up against people all shapes, sizes, ages. Most of them almost little to no experience. Luckily, I only broke my nose once. Got this one thanks to a guy who headbutted me. I tore my shoulder once swinging for a guy that was shorter than me. Oh, this one's crazy. The lady started biting me. Some lady, yeah, they had to pry her off of me. So it was a little weird for me at first, you know, kind of disappointing because I wasn't getting better. But then I realized it wasn't about me. I saw that they were getting better.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you.
I wanted to be a pilot. That's all I cared about until one morning I woke up with some blind spot in my eye.
I started coming here after my fiance broke up with me, and in the same year I got laid off. How do you come back from that?
My sister died suddenly, and then a couple months later, my brother died. It's too much for one family to take.
Fucking Ferguson, man.
My name is Rob. My daughter, Teresa, she had leukemia. She always wanted to see Paris. And so, started doing overtime and working weekends too, so I could make the money, and vacations days so I could go.
But none of us like to stand on ceremony here, so let's get right to it. Yes! He's only been training a couple of months, but he weighs in at 200 pounds. So this might actually be a fair fight. Oh. Let's make Rob feel welcome.
The transmission in my truck broke down. That was $4,000. The water heater blew up. And there was always something. It was always pushed off.
And now, the man you're waiting to see. The man you've been waiting to see go down. He's the winner, the finisher, the beginning, and the end. Let's give it up for the King of Kings.
uterus, I got an infection. And she died a few weeks later. In 2 years, and feeling better. I'm angry. Sometimes I scream at my wife.
Fighters to the middle. There's only one rule. Do what you gotta do, but we all want to walk out of here. Touch gloves, back to your corners.
And then his friend from church, he took me to see a fight. I named this fight.
Corner. You okay? Fight. Hey.
You give people food and you give people clothes, but you don't give them answers. People need an end to their bad luck, or if not an end, a reason for their bad luck. So, what happened at that fight? That kind of happens a lot.
I raised my pen to the sky and it got struck by lightning. It started to bleed and then I started to writing. Blood red ink spilled onto the page that soon turned black when I turned to my rage. Inside, outside, twisted souls wanna scream. These shackles wanna hide, these children wanna dream. Dark like the shadows on the twilight zone. Scared like a traveler who's far from home. Lost in the ocean and the seven seas. Lost in the desert, dirt down on his knees. Praying to whatever God just might be listening. Everybody's here and yet somebody's missing. So listen for the bugle, it'll wake you up. Love will bring you down and it'll break you up. I wrote these few lines just to mess you up. You're looking kinda empty, let me fill your cup.